What it do, Sky Squad? Welcome back, beautiful people. If you're new here, thank you for joining me. It has been a while. Thank you so much for checking up on me. Thank you for hitting me up on Instagram at the Sky Life, if you don't know. But yeah, I've been kind of MIA. So I'll kind of explain that in this video. But most importantly, this is like my 4-year lock update and then some. My 4 years was July 26th. So we're just gonna jump into it. I'm gonna show you some things I've been using, some things I haven't talked about, and just kind of explain like what's been happening, kind of like catch up with me. Okay, so thank you again for being here, because it's been a journey, it's been a struggle, but we here, right? So if you're watching this, I'm grateful that you're here still with us. So I'm gonna try to get through this video in one take, no editing if I can help it. And I'll explain why here soon. Let me move this. So for those of you who are just catching into my journey, I always like to give you guys a little, like, how did this journey really start kind of thing. If you already heard this, then just kind of fast forward through it a little bit, but I try to keep it short and sweet for you guys. So 4 years ago in July, I went to a marvelous loctician to do my locks. Now, before I started my lock journey, my hair was fully natural. I've been fully natural my whole life. I've never had a relaxer or anything. I want to say it hit about the top of my shoulders at the time, and a few months prior to me getting locks, I did have like a legit trim. That wasn't the plan, it just sort of happened like that. Went to my loctician. She started my locks with a comb coil method, and she maintained my locks for the first few months. I don't know if it was like the first 4 or 6 months. I can't remember, but she did do them for me until I felt more confident to do them myself. Comb coil method, she did like give me like a little side part here, as well as a part right here. So if I wanted to do like a bang thing, I could. Totally not mandatory, totally not really necessary either. But at the time she kind of asked me, I was like, yeah, I love bangs. I have a 5 head, so yes, please. And then I just started taking over my own hair care, which I've documented my journey from the very beginning, from day one. And then I started to do weekly updates to like monthly updates to then just kind of like whenever things are, happening. So if you're thinking about locks, or if you're new on your journey, I have a whole lock journey playlist for you, and it really just kind of shows you up close and personal, like kind of what to expect. So you kind of know what you're getting into or what's in store for you, kind of, not one person's lock journey is like someone else's. So just keep that in mind. But yeah. And my hair naturally will have high shrinkage. So I remember my loctician, I think she was like saying that my hair shouldn't take too long to fully kind of start budding and start locking up. So it didn't take me too long, but really give it a full year. Give your hair a chance to really get into the journey. Be patient. That's the number one thing you're gonna learn in this journey, is be patient. Know everything will be okay, and try not to do too much. Okay, I know we're all kind of guilty of that, but just chill. Okay, just enjoy the ride, enjoy the experience, but don't do too much. So that's pretty much how my lock journey started. I think the best way to update you guys on what's happened this year compared to my other years is to kind of go through my lock maintenance routine. I've gotten questions like, my hair feels dry, this, that, and the third, like what can I do? And so this is what I do. And my hair is never dry. And if it starts to get dry, my lock maintenance routine checks it. So we're just gonna start with the hair wash. Now, I have been asked, are you still doing the no retwist thing? If you guys have watched my previous videos, I mentioned about doing like washing my hair but not retwisting after I wash it every single time. Yeah, no, that's not what I did at all this year. All 2020, no. I went back to my original way of maintaining, which was I wash and I shampoo and condition my hair every 3 weeks, without a doubt. Just point blank, period, in a story. And I always retwist after I wash and condition. So I'll explain why in a little bit, but first, I'm using a different shampoo and conditioner. I don't know if I had a chance to mention this, guys, to you. I don't know if I used this in my January lock update. But I did start it out like getting like trial samples, because if you look in the travel section, they do have this exact shampoo and conditioner travel size. I was like, oh, that's neat. Like, I'll just try this out, see how I like it. You know, I don't have to fully commit to it. I don't have a drawer full of, you know, products that I don't like, but I fell in love with it. And even if you don't have locks, so like I tell my mom to use it, I tell my boyfriend to use it, all different hair types and textures, and I just love this stuff. So it's still by my favorite brand, OGX, and it's a nourishing coconut milk shampoo and the conditioner. So it's not vegan, but I can definitely tell the whipped egg white proteins, as well as coconut oil, coconut milk. I just love anything with coconut in it, so I'm sorry if you have an allergy, but they do have other brands, like Owapui Ginger is my favorite conditioner as well, and I don't think it has coconut in it, so give that a try. But these for sure at Target and Walmart, I believe, have the trial little travel sizes. So I love this stuff, my favorite. So that's what I've used, and my last hair wash was actually Tuesday, September 1st. I started off the month right, so love this stuff, and it smells so good. It smells really good, really good. I just feel like it cleans my hair, but at the same time, it's not totally stripping it. And I really love the conditioner as well. I've used this multiple times throughout the year, and that has what I've been starting out with. And the reason why I don't really skip my retwist anymore is because, again, and some of you guys have even mentioned this in previous videos, some of my hair like grows away from my locks. I don't know how to explain it. Sometimes it's just loose hair. And so me skipping retwisting is missing that opportunity to reintroduce those loose hairs back into my lock and make sure I have a solid foundation. So that's pretty much it. And that's what I use. Again, a hair wash and shampoo, and yes, I condition every 3 weeks. Now, I don't put conditioner all over my locks. Most of my products is just focused on the scalp, the root, the new growth, all of that. So that's what I use. Now, going to retwist. So since I retwist also every 3 weeks, I do like a soft retwist, meaning retwist in between washing every once in a while. And usually it's, again, my front hairs again. But now I have made it more of a commitment to go back and using my combs. This has like product on it. But I use this type of comb. I got it on Amazon. I don't know, a bunch of packs. And I like it. I like the little small end. And I just kind of comb like those loose hairs. I comb my new growth down and together, and I think that helps make the foundation better. Just kind of comb it together, and that way they can kind of meet, you know, and start the budding process and all of that, because your locks have to go from, well, your new growth has to get from loose to locked. So how is it going to do that? It's going to go through the budding process. It's going to go through all these processes. So I find that just kind of grouping my loose hair, especially ones I kind of flying away, grouping them together, I think I can tell a little bit of a difference. So I went back to using combs, at least to comb it all together. And when my hair isn't curly, I have started to use clips again. This whole time I have not been using clips. You guys have probably seen my videos of me showing you how to do no clip retwist, which I do really like. But this next product I'll show you here in a bit. I think if you do no clips, I think it'll be okay if you use like this next one I show you. But the clips that I do use, the banana clip, I really like this. It's like a heavier clip, so you can kind of group more locks together, and the weight just kind of keeps it how you want it. Sometimes if you use these double prong clips, it's really light, and so it may unravel on you. So I like having both. So majorly I like to use a banana clip, and like near like the perimeter of my edges or anything like that, sometimes I'll use these double prong clips. Both of these I got from the beauty supply store, and I kind of clean them as well periodically. So I haven't had to buy clips since I bought these really, because sometimes I don't use them, and then if I do, I just make sure I wash them and take care of them and replace them as necessary, but I haven't had to do that. So yeah, you could really save some money. Just take care of your things and you're golden. I'll talk about these later. But this next thing that I want to show you, I don't know why I hadn't done this. And you know, same thing with the Dr. Bronner shampoo. I have some of the peppermint that I also use as a shampoo periodically. I like the tingling on my scalp, but I don't know why. I was just like, I don't want to use that. I don't know why I drag my feet on things. Like, I gotta take my time before I just dive in, you know what I mean? I guess I'm not really a follower, so don't take that the wrong way, but I'm just because someone says it's great doesn't mean I'm gonna hop on it. But you guys have not steered me wrong, so I don't know what my problem is. But this next thing I actually got a couple months ago, and it has changed my hair routine for the better. It is, they call it like the magic curler. I got this at Shein. I don't even know how much it was, but it had to be under $10 for sure. And it's one of those hair drying bonnets that you can hook up to your hair dryer. So your hair dryer will hook up at this bottom. You turn it on low heat. You do not need it on high heat. You don't. You'll find that out quickly. Low heat is more than enough. So you hook it up down here. It does have some holes for some of the heat to escape. But then you have this bonnet. So you can literally put it on, put it on your head, and you can even cinch it up and together. And this has been a game changer because I did have one of those hooded dryers that you have to set up and then sit under it, and that was a pain in my butt. I don't remember the last time I even used that thing because it's so much of a hassle. It's annoying, and it's super loud, and it gets on my nerves. And to reach like the controls, like if it gets too hot or if you want to turn it down, it's almost as if you gotta come from out of the dryer to adjust that. Not with this. I could just have my blow dryer in my hand. It's on low. It's a lot more quieter. Of course, it's not soundproof, but it is a lot more quieter. And I kind of feel like because I can cinch the bonnet, it's keeping that heat right where I need it, so it's not escaping like it would with the hooded dryer. And I feel like my hair dries quicker with this. You can find this at Walmart and Target. I have seen it online before, but I was like, you know what, I'll just order it from Shein since I'm ordering a couple other things, give it a try, and I am in total love. And I really like this, especially when I do curls like this. Again, these are curls from Tuesday, and today is Saturday. And so they kind of dropped a little bit, but I love it. This is probably my favorite look since my locks have gotten longer. It's really coming together. So I just want to show you guys that. What else? Yes, so this is a total game changer. If you don't have one, please get one. They're pretty inexpensive, and look, you can put this anywhere. This is very, it's not like you have a big plastic dryer like I did. I just had to give it to my mom and say, please just do something with it, because I'm not. So, and I'm not gonna ship it. It's too big and cumbersome. Somebody take it off my hands, okay? But this is a total game changer. I love it. Don't know why I didn't do this before, but if you don't have this, please get it. Yeah, so now that's pretty much my wash, retwist, and hair drying routine, because before I got that, I legit had let my hair air dry this whole time. I don't know if that's really the best thing to do. I don't really notice any negatives with that, but definitely as it's gonna get colder and I just really want my hair dry and kind of make my retwist last a little bit longer, this is the go. Now, for those of you guys who have been saying like, hey, my locks are dry, my hair is dry, I'm gonna probably ask you, what does your routine look like? So this is my routine, and so if you have going on something different, maybe try this out and see if it helps. But every week, at least every week. Now, I kind of do this intuitively. I don't just say, okay, I moisturize my hair on Tuesday, so I can't do it till next Tuesday. No, like today is Saturday and I needed to kind of do my moisture routine. So that involves having kind of like a hydrator and like a seal-in moisturizer. So as you guys know, I like the Resilient Lotus Rosé water. If you don't have that or can't get your hands on it, I just use kind of like filtered water in a spray bottle. You could mix your oils in that way if you want to. I don't. I just make it a two-step process. I spritz my hair. It doesn't have to be super damp, but I just like spritz my hair and my scalp all over, and then when I'm done, I do a organic oil of my choice. My favorite one has always been my favorite, probably will never stop being my favorite, is a holy hemp oil. The one in the glass bottles actually have jojoba added as well. And I don't know, I just think that type of oil is an oil that is not super thick, but it's something you definitely do not need to put on every day. Not even really every other day. It just kind of keeps your hair moisturized and hydrated longer term, which is also what I like about it. And I do my hot oil treatment with this as well. I think it's the hemp oil really that's kind of like my hair loves and enjoys. But like I said, I do that maybe 1 to 2 times every week. Definitely at least 1 time a week. There's not a week that goes by I'm not doing this moisture routine. You may have to amp it up more, like if you're wearing a lot of cotton scarves, or if you don't wrap your hair up at night, you might have to do this moisture routine more. But I will say, when you spritz your hair, healthy hair reverts. So don't be mad, do not be alarmed, do not get frustrated if your roots start to puff up or your retwist starts to leave you, because you have healthy hair. That's fine. It's not supposed to stay plastered down. So yeah, no, that's okay. So that's what I do. I use this, then I put the oil on, and usually I do this, I don't always do this before I go to bed, but it would make more sense, I think. And then I can wrap my head up in a satin scarf, and then I'm good to go. 9 times out of 10, I do this before I'm leaving somewhere. I'm getting ready, I'm checking things out. Okay, my hair, I spritz this, put this on it, and I'm good to go. You can also use Lux oils. I really like using Lux oils because they have those amazing scents. Holy hemp oil has no fragrance or anything added, so that's why I really cling to that to the most for my hair. Especially when I use the rose water, my hair smells like roses, and I get compliments on it, even if it's been a few days since I've sprayed my hair. If someone is close to me to smell it in the past, they're like, your hair smells really good. So I kind of keep the botanicals for my hair, but I have used Lux oil, especially when I want to feel a little extra special. I do that. So again, 1 to 2 times a week, more if needed, but definitely you don't need to do it daily. I would not suggest it, especially the oil part. I just don't think you need to do that. You'll have too much oil, and you could have oil built up if you do too much. So it's all about balance. Too much of anything could be a bad thing. So yeah, I think that's my lock routine. Now, what you've probably been waiting for. So as you guys heard me talk about my loose hairs in the front, I did try to do kind of like the instant lock method, to maybe go ahead and get those loose hairs a part of the lock that they belong to. So I went on Amazon and I did get me some crochet hooks. This one, I'll show you each one individually. This is 0.75 millimeters. Really small. I wonder, I'm gonna see if I can put it in front of a different background so you can see better. So it's kind of like that. Let me get my face out of the way. And that looks pretty small as well, but the 0.5 millimeter is even smaller. And quite frankly, I don't quite know what I'm doing. So hopefully I did okay. It seemed to be fine. I just kind of stopped before I did too much, but I did maybe a couple up here. So when it's retwisted, I just kind of try to look at a couple of videos and go in and out, but really the smaller the hook, the better. So for my size locks, I really like the 0.5. I don't know, it kind of hurt my thumb trying to do this. I don't know if I did it right, and what I didn't want to do was rip out any of my new growth hair, or rip it out of my scalp or anything like that, and then end up having with a bigger issue. So it's kind of hard to really get a clear idea of what to do based on the videos that I found. So once I figure that out, I will try to do a video for you guys, but I probably won't do this too much often. I probably might do it one more time and call it done, but I just did it in the front, and I want to say it worked for 1 or 2 of them. Again, I have baby hair that will escape, so that's fine, but I think for the amount of loose hair I did have, it did help. So I may have to do it again. I probably did this 3-ish months ago, so maybe next month I'll give it a whirl. and see how it goes. I just didn't record it for multiple reasons, but I don't know what I'm doing, like really don't know what I'm doing. So I didn't want to show you guys that. What else? Oh yes, so I've been noticing lately that the end of my locks, and this is why I'm not really doing the 2-strand twist out as much anymore, because I noticed some of the ends of my locks, they kind of like get soft. I don't know if I can find one now that my hair is curly. I think this is one. So right here, like you can tell, like, you know, you have your hair fully locked, but it's almost as if part of it somewhere is like loose again. I don't know if this is like, you can kind of tell that's like spongy right there. Hopefully you can tell that, as opposed to something that's firm. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I can move side to side, but it's more firm or locked. It's almost as if it's just loose. Yeah, like it's just loose and really soft right there. I've noticed that on my ends only, and not on every single end, maybe a handful of them. And what I've been doing is just basically clipping them off. There's no point to keep them around. And I believe Yanni, the lockologist, mentioned, you know, the tips, the ends of your locks have been with you from the beginning. It's been with you through ups and downs, stresses, breakups, new relationships, moving in and out. It's been with you for a lot of your life's journey. And so as long as it's happening toward the end of your locks, I don't think it's a need for concern. From what I gathered from her video, she's like, you can pop them off yourself, or you can just wait for them to come off, but don't alarm and don't try to like hold on to it or save it. Like, don't try to add more hair, because it's just going to add to the weight of it. So this lock journey just really kind of teaches you patience and how to just go with the flow with life and the beauty in letting go. Because I don't know if you can really tell now that it's curled, but the tips of my locks are like a dark brown compared to my new growth. It just is. It's had more sun exposure. It's been with me the longest. So the fact that I do have some softness at the tips, I just clip them off, because now once I find it, usually it bothers me and I keep messing with it anyway. So it's just better if I just cut it off and just stop jacking with it. So that's what I have noticed in this 4th year. I do notice a couple of soft spots at the tips of my locks, but that's a part of the journey. It's been with me through a lot, and that's okay. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Loose hairs and then like soft areas at the end of my locks has been the really the weird things, or things that I didn't really expect to happen has happened. And I want to say, since my hair has gotten longer, I feel like they're looking more like the locks that I had envisioned. Now I know that might sound scary, especially if you guys are in the beginning of your life journey, like, what, I have to wait 4 years? But you know, give yourself a year to really just kind of give it your all, but your hair will still continue to go through transformations after your first year. Even me and my grandmother were talking, and she was like, yeah, the texture is a little different. And I kind of noticed that, and especially since it's longer. So this is about the length that I would keep it at. So I'm gonna let my hair grow longer, but whenever I decide to cut it, I'm pretty sure this is the length that I'll cut it at. So yeah, let me scoot back. Oh, so these are the backs of my locks. So you can kind of tell they like flow longer. Here's where the front is falling. This is where the front is falling, my goodness. So you can kind of see the length of it. So I haven't had any major cuts, just the little ones at my ends, just basically random trimmings. That's what I've been doing. And while I have you guys here, if you're wondering how I got my locks curly like this, I find that when I wash my hair, it's the best time to then go ahead and do a curly style. I've probably have tried to curl my hair like after my hair wash, you know, when it's fully dry, but I feel like your curls will come out better and last longer if you do this after you wash and condition your hair. So these are the perm rods that I use. Still the same one. I don't know if I have any gray ones, but still the same ones. I do 1 lock per perm rod, And initially your curls will be a lot tighter than this. They'll be like scrunched up, but over time it would fall. And so I like it when it kind of fall into this kind of length. And if any gets a little too flat, you can always just spray. I've had to do this a couple of times with a couple in my front. I just spray it with some water, rosé water, retwist it, keep it in, and then the next day it's good. So this is my hair au curly. So yeah. So, oh yeah, I'm supposed to tell you guys, like, why have I not been uploading and what's been going on? So yeah, that's pretty much a lock update. So if you have any questions, just go ahead and leave your questions in the comments down below, and listen to me ramble because it's been so long. So really, it's the whole process of uploading. Like, let's see, like my files are too big, so I need to compress them. My internet sucks and I can't change it because of my location. And it just kind of got discouraging because I actually had like 3 videos that I would record or have footage for, and then you spend that time editing, and then it's just like a pain in the butt trying to upload them. And then of course, like, you get an external hard drive and then you try to like upload it and like compress it, and anyways, I was just sick of that. So hopefully I can just straight upload this to YouTube, just no editing, no nothing. But if worst comes to worst, I think I might just have live sessions with you guys, and that would just be better for me. We'll see how my internet works with that, but if I can just record and just straight upload straight like this, then I might just continue to do this. So if you would like to do like a live lock video, I think we could, and we could do like a live lock Q&A. So if you have any questions, I can answer you right then and there, and you can help others at the same time. So really, it's just been a whole space issue and uploading, because it would be like a 30-minute video would take 12 hours, and I don't have time for that. You know what I mean? I'm doing other things. So if you guys don't know, I am a registered nurse, and one of the other things that I'm doing is I am working on my board certification to become a holistic health and wellness nurse coach. And I'm really, really excited about this. I have had a couple of clients already who has really seen the value in this, and so I'm going to be opening more spots for you guys. So if that's something that interests you, I'll try to make sure to keep a link in the description box for you to sign up. But basically, if you are dealing with a lot of stress and anxiety, especially in this time, I know I did, especially March, April was where it was really, really bad for me, the worst that it has ever been. Especially since I still work at the hospital and it's still super crazy there. Just a lot going on. So I really want to help others, especially our Black women out there, to really have a support system and have someone in your guys' corner that can help you. And it helps that I have medical experience, because there's some health coaches that are like, yeah, we're gonna get you off all your meds and blah, blah, blah. And sometimes that's doing more harm than good. So you have someone who's knowledgeable, who can help you and be your guide, and really just kind of help you work within your means to help you live a happier, more fulfilling life. So if that interests you, just check my description box. I have the information down there. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. Hopefully it won't be another 8 months before I see you guys again. Make sure you thumbs up this video if you liked it. I hope so, because it's been a while. I've missed you guys. I love you guys. And until next time, bye.